Alright, Gorosaurus, I'm here to ask the tough questions. So, first and foremost, and I'm gonna be honest, it's kind of my only question, but what makes you different than just being a giant dinosaur?
Well, you see, I rip on my tail, and I kick them real good.
Alright, so let me get this straight. You're just saying that you just kick hard, and that's not something a normal dinosaur could do.
Well, not unless it gets scientifically proven. So until then, yes.
Hate to break it to you, but you're just a T-Rex with longer arms.
Do you need a demonstration?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna regret this for sure.
Alright, so first and foremost, I rear up, and then hit-ya.
Still doesn't prove the fact that you're a dinosaur!
Well, he may be right. Though he's probably just jealous that he'll never be able to be in a Jurassic Park film like myself. Listen up, Rangers! Welcome to the Geek Chest. My name's Steve.
My name's Arnes.
And today we'll be going over the Playmates Godzilla Gorosaurus figure from the 1968 film Destroy All Monsters.
But I don't want to destroy all monsters. I want him to live.
Although, the funny thing is, whenever I think Gorosaurus, I don't think of Destroy All Monsters. I think King Kong Escapes.
That is kind of true.
Because that's where he's originally from. I think Escapes was 67 though.
Which one?
You can Google it, but
what was it called?
King Kong Escapes. But anyways, you'll see he's currently not there. We did a Destroying the Value video of him recently. Also, we took a
1967 film.
Damn, I'm good. But we took a hairdryer and we fixed his legs. If you want to see how his legs looked previously, check out the unboxing because he looked like he had to urinate.
Great, Steve. Why can't I find something like this?
That's what I kind of want to. Well, I guess my one upstairs is more painted like him. It's more green. Like, he's definitely more Destroy All Monsters with blue. But anyways, main reason I got this guy just because he's Playmates Godzilla for the most part. Or Godzilla figure for the most part. So, gotta get him for the channel. That'd be nice to just have, like, another version of Gorosaurus in my collection. Because I do enjoy the monster. Even though he's probably the least giant monster of all time.
That makes no sense, but still makes sense.
He's just a big dinosaur. Like, legitly just a big dinosaur.
Yeah.
He's just a big... I guess Allosaurus. He's not really a T-Rex. But for the most part, he's like the epitome of what, like, when Steve drew dinosaurs as a kid, this is what they looked like.
Time out.
But anyways, I guess we're just going to get into this, or without further ado, for his packaging, looks very similar to what we used to get with the old Bandai vinyls, or the Bandai Creations, with the legit Bandai Creations 2000 Godzilla in the background. Get some burning buildings, you get the Godzilla on the front here with the Gorosaurus name, some logos. Playmates, ages 4 and up, so this is definitely out of our range. More of the stuff on the side. Back of the package just shows some of the other guys in the wave with Jet Jaguar and Burning Godzilla. He's acceptable.
What's wrong with the Burning Godzilla, man? You know how hard it is to find a Burning Godzilla?
It's not that hard. It's really not.
I said a decent looking Burning Godzilla.
There's like a million Burning Godzillas because it's so popular that you have so much variety. So much. He's the hardest one. Well, that's a lie. Probably the 56 is probably the least represented one. Goro's got a couple of options. He's got like, I don't know, there's like the X Plus. I think YMSF did one. This guy has the privilege of having a Bandai vinyl. It's the only real extra thing. Jet's got quite a bit. And Burning has so much. Pretty much if a company's made Godzilla figures, they've probably done a Burning of it.
That's so true.
But some legal mumbo jumbos on the bottom. But anyways, since we got him open up out of its cardboard prison, let's get into it. That did not go over far enough my head.
No, he hit the lights in the back.
Oh, and then it hit my head. And I'm sad. Alright, so now that we got Gorosaurus up in the out of its cardboard prison, first and foremost, just want to reiterate that we did take a hairdryer to him, which is why his legs are a little bit more spread. For the most part, on your figure, it's at least out of the package, it's probably, I'm afraid to squeeze it, but his toes will probably be touching. So you'll have to take a hairdryer and just kind of hold him apart with like 2 fingers until he cools off. For his head sculpt, looks pretty solid for our Gorosaurus. To me, it's maybe a little bit too rounded. Like, the top's a little bit more smooth.
I got some comments, but I'm going to let you talk first.
I do like the way the teeth are, though. Like, the teeth are really nicely painted, which is something that kind of surprises me. Inside of the mouth is just red all the time. No real... I guess there's a little bit of a texture up there for the top of the jaw. A little bit of semblance of the tongue. Eyes are done in just white. I do like that you get the little bit of shine, though, on the eye there. And then for his stomach, you get this sand color. Blasted all the way to the tip of the tail. It's got a little bit of coloring there on the thighs. Nothing on the arms. His nails are all painted in the same color. Which, to be expected. For the most part of these guys, you generally get a couple of colors. And they try to use it as much as possible in these ones. For the most part, the bleed doesn't look too bad between the sand. I'd say the tail's a little bit too excessive. Also looks a little fat for me. Like the transition to the tip could have maybe been a little bit less chunky looking.
So, before you get too far, Steve, look at his mouth.
Alright.
Look at the front of his face. You don't see that?
I see a nose.
This guy has way too much gum to teeth ratio. Look at that.
They could maybe use a little bit more. Especially like the side, I don't mind. The front.
Look at the front.
The front, he's got a bit of that hillbilly gum line.
That's the first thing I noticed when I seen it. I was like, oh, damn.
Actually, the teeth here, too, aren't really that predominant on the bottom. Like, it's almost like he's got molars on the bottom here, then it gets pointy.
He's got baby teeth.
Baby teeth, they'll grow in.
Yeah.
But anyways, for the arms, like we mentioned in the review, but for me, I think his shoulders aren't quite lined up the way they should be. Now, he kind of has this look like he's supposed to be turning, but then when you look at him, he's pretty well straightforward.
He has like that 90-year-old grandpa hump on the back, where he can't straighten his back out, so it looks like...
I used to have my 5th grade teacher had one of those.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And actually, yeah, that kind of reminds me of him a bit. I also didn't like that teacher. He's kind of a dick.
Oh, good.
So the way it lines up, I don't think is quite right. Now, looking at him from the side, that looks fine. Looking at him from the other side, that looks fine. Looking at him from the front, it just kind of looks like he's kind of shrugging his shoulders. But just the back, I can't see that connecting bone really doing that.
That is...
Because it's got a little bit of that going on with the legs here, too. That I can kind of forgive because it's... Again, it's supposed to be like he's twisting, but I don't think that's really how that works. But one nice thing, though, is it kind of looks like the suit's folding, which I do appreciate that. Because even, like, suit actor-wise, it wouldn't do that either.
No, it wouldn't. That's just completely...
Because the way he would be standing aside of it, it's never going to get, like, that dramatic. And, again, it's kind of got, like, the suit actor vibe for the way the body's set up. But then the way the proportions are sitting up. Because, again, even if he twisted, it wouldn't get like that. Because his head would have to be in here and the shoulders aren't going to twist in that fashion. And it's probably my biggest gripe about the sculpt is just the way, at least his top view is. Which I guess isn't that big of a deal because for the most part, him being on your shelf, it's going to be like at angles and looking straight on you. It's not like you're going to really have him like standing like this confronting a monster.
I don't know.
And that's probably where the biggest negative for this.
For me, I feel like it is a little bit way off. Like, it's just...
his leg's going totally... He's closing.
Yeah, see?
No.
I don't know. To me, it's completely off.
Yeah, it could definitely be better. And I'm going to have to put something in between his legs and let him sit for a bit. So, just to reiterate, paint job's fine. And overall, I think it's actually pretty solid for a Gorosaurus. The sculpt could be a little bit better, but it's still not a bad representation. I think like the Bandai Vinyl and the YMSF definitely get it more on. And of course the X Plus. But this is... it's kind of hard for me to really nitpick it for like, what was it, $13 for this guy?
Yeah.
But again, just it could be better. For his articulation, head can rotate all the way around. Arms can go forward and back. His legs can go forward also. This also kind of perturbs me because he can't really do his kangaroo kick.
Yeah, you can. Look how his legs are closed. It's perfect, actually.
That's not how that works. So it's just the way I guess the way he props up his tail. It sort of works. And then you can rotate here all the way around. But where this seam line is, you get nothing.
And for some quick comparisons, here we have the Playmates Gorosaurus compared next to the Kaiju I most represent with him is King Kong with the NECA Kong and the SH Monsters 2021 Kong from Godzilla vs. Kong. And then here's some Bandai vinyls with the 1975 Godzilla and the original release Gorosaurus. And here's some Playmates figures with the Jet Jaguar that I have to currently hold up, otherwise... yeah. And the Burning Godzilla. Hey, here's some random Godzilla kaijus in my collection with the Revolt Tech Gigan and the third-party Showa King Ghidorah, which has also been repainted. There's a video on the channel of that as well. And here's some random figures in my collection with the NECA Goliath from Gargoyles and the Power Rangers Lightning Collection White Dino Thunder Ranger. So overall for the Playmates Gorosaurus, he's fine. It's it's $13. What am I really expecting out of this? The paint job's good. It's fine. The sculpt is good, but definitely could be better. Just the way his positioning is. So I think for the price point, if you don't have a Gorosaurus, this guy will do you good. Is there better options out there? Yeah, but going to the next best option, you're going up at least $70.
So the difference is
because even if you get the
$13.
YMSF after shipping, you're still probably looking at $80.
So the difference is $13 or $70. So yeah, even with the janky legs.
Because I paid, I think 70 is what I paid for my vinyl, my Bandai. He's much older though, so I understood. And then I got him actually was a pretty solid deal at 70. And then X Plus. So again, for the price, I think he does a really good service. He's going to be definitely like one of those placeholder figures. And to be honest, probably one of the better Playmates ones. Just in terms of what, for some of them, it's cool, but there's way better options even around his price point. For this guy, again, there's not really a good option anywhere close to his price point. So I would snag him now. He'll probably get a little bit more expensive later on if they don't ever reissue him or make something else in that same price range from other people. Because for the most part, Mezco's putting out one.
Even if they're putting it out, if you can just find it.
But you have to get a box set. You have to buy the box set to get him though.
Even just $13. If you're a fan of him, get it.
But what do you guys think? If you guys picked up Gorosaurus, what's your favorite Gorosaurus film? Because he has so many of them, you know. Or is the T-Rex from Jurassic Park just more a thing? Please let us know in the comments.
I have to say it's probably the Kong one.
Same. But help us defeat those guys by hitting that like button, subscribe, become a Ranger today. We also got Instagram, Patreon, Pinterest, Facebook. Guys, like you go over the David channel and donate. We greatly appreciate it. And also have an Etsy shop. You guys like some accessories. And see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.